For this vegan orange cheesecake, I just have a couple ingredients. One large orange, 3/4 of a cup of blueberries, silken tofu. This is soft tofu. Make sure when you get tofu, make sure it's certified organic. And then I have 1 can of garbanzo beans. These are also called chickpeas. And I have 8 medjool dates. And these I have soaked overnight and just about a half a cup of water. I should have covered it more. And the reason why I soak these overnight, so they get nice and soft. Otherwise, they get too difficult to blend. I always wash all my produce before I eat it. So I just clean this and then I'm going to dry it with a clean paper towel because I want to use the zest from this orange and I want to make sure the outside is very clean. Now, if you're not eating certified organic fruit or vegetables, don't use the zest because then you're putting all the pesticides right into your food. I'm not going to go too deep with the zesting because I don't want the pith because that is bitter, too bitter. Just want to get more of an orange flavor in here because I'm not using a lot of the orange juice because then it would just be too liquidy. All right, so now let's juice the orange. Nice fresh orange. Add 1 can of rinsed and washed garbanzo beans. You don't want that thick slimy liquid that it's been sitting in and it's kind of salty. So just dump that in there. And I wanted to show you the inside of this can. Notice there's no white lining. That is a plastic coating that's really harmful to our health. It usually contains forever chemicals. So try to get a can that does not have that white slippery lining in there. Now I'm going to add my dates, but I don't want the water in there because then it's just going to make the cheesecake a little bit too liquidy. And I want it to be more like cheesecake, not a water cake. So right now I'm just making puree dates. So I'm just making them very soft and removing as much water as possible. And these are pitted, so that step is removed. And then I'm just gonna save the date water. So this right here, this liquid is very sweet and really delicious. So I'll just save that for smoothie tomorrow morning, or I'll save it for maybe if I want to make a dressing that normally asks for sugar or maple syrup. All right, just add that. And next up is my silken tofu. I know silken is a little bit more difficult to find, but it's definitely worth it because, and you don't need to drain it, because otherwise the firm tofu, which is really meant for cooking, you know, like meals, like if you're gonna make a vegan chicken or anything like that, it'll be almost like you're gonna choke on it. Like it's just the texture is completely off. Next up is vanilla powder. Honestly, I don't even know if this is necessary. I don't even taste the vanilla, but this vanilla is not very strong. It's 1 teaspoon. I have all the ingredients in my high-speed Vitamix blender. I think this will work better in a blender instead of a food processor. So I just start on low, and then I add the tamper, which I forgot. So this is the tamper. Remove the top, and then gently press it down, and then slowly crank it up as you blend it. So the texture should be creamy. It shouldn't be chunky, and then you can taste it. That might need a little bit more. Let's see. The flavor is fantastic. Wonderful orange flavor. I mean, you could literally just eat this as a pudding right now. It has a little bit of a little beanie texture right now, so I'm going to blend it a little bit longer. I really want it to be very creamy. So now it should be very creamy. Let's see. Oh, so much better. Good. Got my glass pie pan. There's nothing in it. It's completely dried, no oil. It won't stick. It'll be fine. Now I was thinking of putting the whole batch of this into the blueberries, but then it might have a weird color and I want it to look really pretty. So I'm going to put just some of, I'll just call it the filling. Maybe that was too much, but we'll see. So I want the filling to have blueberries in it. Although it is a very pretty color. Look at this pretty purple. All right, so now I'm just gonna pour this into my pie pan. I'm gonna add my orange topping on top. With the back of a spoon, smooth this evenly on top. You can leave it just like this, or you can add some blueberries on top, which I'm going to do. I just love blueberries, especially in this cheesecake recipe. A little bit of sweetness, a little bit of tartness. One at a time, drop them onto your cheesecake. And you can put as many as you want. Preheat the oven. Bake at 350 degrees for 30 minutes. Take the cheesecake out of the oven and let it sit on the counter to cool to room temperature. Then place the cooled cheesecake in the refrigerator to set. The vegan cheesecake is cooled and ready to eat. So I'm going to actually make it pretty by adding some balsamic vinegar. So give it this sweet and tartness to it. Let's make it look very pretty. Think of it like syrup.
Doesn't scoop out.
It's a little soft. Oops. Just making a mess. Oh, it was pretty.
I'll put it back together.
Oh, yeah. Doesn't look great. Maybe you should have made yourself a bigger piece.
Always the first piece is hard.
Mm-hmm. This vegan cheesecake is light, sweet, and creamy. I love the burst of blueberries and the rich wine-flavored balsamic syrup. To perfect it, serve with chopped walnuts, use lemon zest and lemon juice instead of orange, and drain the silken tofu to make it closer to a cheesecake consistency. Recipe in the YouTube description below. I also created a cacao vegan cheesecake that's decadently chocolatey with similar whole foods, no sugar, and zero ultra processed ingredients. Let me know in the comments if you'd like me to film and share that dessert too. For my favorite low-fat, oil-free, plant-based vegan recipes, order my cookbook with vegan nutrition facts on how to prevent and reverse disease, which chronicles my personal health and weight loss story through my website, thehighfivediet.com.